Gang, what's poppin', man? Welcome back to Let's Talk Everything podcast. I am the host, Carnage Slaughter. Y'all already know what's up. Everybody make sure they hit that like. Everybody hit that subscribe button. You feel me? And today I had to go live. You know, I see a lot of stuff taking place. I see a lot of stuff taking place everywhere, every time. No matter where I go, what social media site, it don't matter what state we looking at it in. A lot of things be taking place, you know what I'm saying? That should not. There be some people that can't discipline themselves that, you know, they got a fucked up mental state. And it's all right because they got a place for people like that, gang. You feel me? They got a perfect place for people like that. It's called the prison. And most people say they don't wish jail on nobody in their life, you know, on their worst enemy. I don't wish death on my worst enemy if that's the case. You feel me? Because you can't get forgiven for thinking like that. That's what I believe. But at the end of the day, this story right here takes me by storm. And I'm going to let it play. Everybody make sure they hit that like button.
Superintendent. And we begin now. Let's take a listen in.
Set. Good morning. Superintendent Larry Snelling. This morning, we're here to address a tragic incident that took the life of an 11-year-old child and a mother who was brutally attacked in an incident that should have never happened. Before I get into some of the details of what occurred, I'd like to introduce some of the members who are standing here with me today. I'd like to introduce Chief of Detectives Antoinette Ursitti, Deputy Chief of Detectives Kevin Bruno, Area 3 Detective Commander Rodney Hill, the 20th District Commander Jimmy Baer. We have Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox, who is standing here with us. I'd like to thank her for her presence. And 40th Ward Alderman Andre Vasquez, and thank you for being here. And thank you for standing with us on this day where we have to report out something tragic. We're here to announce first-degree charges against the violent offender who fatally stabbed an 11-year-old boy and critically injured the boy's 33-year-old mother. Let me start by saying this is something that should have never happened.
Right. You know, boy. Chat, it don't make sense to me, you know. We wake up and we see stuff like this time and time again, gang, and it's detrimental, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? It's so scary because it's people like us that got kids also out here, you know, and we live in the same life, you know, we're going through some of the same things. But what's scarier is that we got people out here like dude that walks around and think like and probably got, you know, feelings from Lord knows where that's bothering him that he can't deal with and can't process in life, gang. So he go to take it out on an 11-year-old child by stabbing him. You know what I'm saying? Taking his life. What type of mess was going through this man's head at that moment? Honestly. What type of, you know what I'm saying, notion was going through this guy here? What was he thinking about? You know, time and time again, we find people like this. You know, they be thinking, wow, they be going through some wild thought shit that went on with them in their life, and they take it out on others, and you know, it becomes sick because it becomes a pattern for them. It becomes a pattern for them. Now, I'm sure this ain't this guy first time being in trouble with the law. You know what I'm saying? This is not, it can't be. Definitely not if he went this far. It cannot be his first time in trouble with the law. Let's continue.
This offender, who I will not dignify by naming, was just paroled from prison the day before he brutally attacked this family. He's a convicted felon with multiple felonies in his background. He was out on parole while still serving a 16-year sentence for home invasion where he caused.
Sad. Like I said, he was already in trouble with society. You know, I know some people gonna disagree with me, but who gives a shit? He should not have been allowed back in society. I don't think for no reason, no shape, form, or fashion, this guy should have been allowed the chance to see the sunlight again. You know, that right there, that's what's scary about the situation, because the people who post to look after the public, they allow heinous shit like this to happen, gang. This ain't this shit to take place, gang. Like, come on. Y'all ain't doing nothing really about it. Y'all ain't tried. Y'all ain't, you know. And this ain't the first time this type of shit happened, man. A lot of times it's cases like this all over the world that take place. People, they go to jail for a heinous crime, you know what I'm talking about? And they know goddamn well that people supposed to be in jail for a long ass time, longer periods of time than what the justice system give them. Yet they give these motherfuckers either a bail, they let them out, they give them parole, probation, knowing goddamn well this person ain't even recuperated, they haven't rejuvenated, they ain't got themselves together, they haven't thought about what they done. They finna go right back out here and get the motherfucker that put them in jail, gang. It's serious. It hit different. It hit different. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy though, but let's keep going, man.
He caused injury. This was the second time being released on parole. When he was first released on parole, he violated the order of protection against him and was taken back into custody by the Department of Corrections. He has 3 orders.
Why would they release him again, chat? Why the fuck would they send him back out there in the public? No, nigga, you. This is a prime example. You feel me? They don't give a fuck about us. That's what I'm saying. Because yeah, at the end of the day, gang, y'all would have kept this motherfucker locked up. God don't like ugly though. Y'all would have kept him locked up. At the end of the day, why would y'all let him out again? This the second time violating, gang. This the second time. They should have made the nigga, you feel, we're gonna make you sit that ass down, you know, for the rest of your time here. We're gonna make you do the rest of your time, you know, so you don't get out and harm nobody else and hurt nobody else. But do they give a fuck? No, they don't. Y'all know they don't give no fuck. That ain't even the case. They don't give 2 shits, you know. Let's keep going, gang. Let's see how deep this rabbit hole go.
Protection violations against him. Again, this is something that should not have happened. The day after he was released, he entered the home of the family and took the life of an innocent 11-year-old boy. The boy's mother was stabbed multiple times, and she had an order of protection against this offender. Her 5-year-old son was also present and witnessed this attack.
So it shows you, you know, if she had order of protection against this offender, you feel me? She was stabbed multiple times. Her 11-year-old son was killed. Like, what type of shit is going on? What is the justice system really doing? Is they lacking or what? They lacking, gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta serve better protection. Come on, better protection. Let me go back. Let me hear that. Hold on.
We have to imagine what that 5-year-old is going to have to deal with.
Man, that's the one that died, man. Condolences to the family, man. You know, may he rest in peace. It's crazy because, like I said, there's sick people out here daily like this, you know, that we got to be worried about, that we got to be focused on. Definitely if we got kids out here, you know what I'm saying? You love your kids, you definitely going to focus on it. Just to make you want to pay more attention, even though you already should have been paying more attention to your surroundings and to who's in your life. And you know what I'm saying? The man was already in violation 2 times on parole. Why in the hell would they release him again? And the woman already had an order against him. So why, you feel me? Like, why wouldn't they double think about that and like check on that? Like, come on, man.
Deal with the rest of his life after witnessing something so brutal. When we talk about trauma, just
let me go back.
Multiple times The day after he was released, he entered the home of the family and took the life of an innocent 11-year-old boy. The boy's mother was stabbed multiple times, and she had an order of protection against this offender. Her 5-year-old son was also present and witnessed this attack. We have to imagine what that 5-year-old is going to have to deal with the rest of his life after witnessing something so brutal. When we talk about trauma,
that's ultimate trauma, man. We know what he's going to witness. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this time and time again because of the justice system is so corrupted, gang. They don't give two shits. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, what's going to happen to stop this from taking place? What's going to happen and what's going to be set in place for this not to happen again ever in life? That's the question. You know what I'm talking about? That's the real question. And we need real answers, because at the end of the day, we got families all across America and, you know, overseas that's going through this right now, that is witnessing this same chain of events. You know, it gotta be a stop put to this. It gotta be an end put to this, gang. Ain't no way in hell should we sit aside and watch this be allowed to happen and take place. As kids, you feel me, that can't even get a chance to fully grow and reach their peak of life. As children out here watching their parents get slaughtered in front of them by, you know what I'm saying, people who got mental fucking disorders, or, you know what I'm saying, mental attacks that they have and they're going through, gang. Like, damn, man, you got to see somebody go through this. So, you know, it's rough. And that's why, you know, you got to love life, love the life you in, gang. And the people that's around you, they got to love you, and you got to love them just as well. You know what I'm talking about?
just imagine the level of trauma that this 5-year-old is suffering through. This mom's life is now forever changed. Along with being brutally attacked, stabbed multiple times, dealing with that trauma, she has to face the fact that she will never see, touch, hug her 11-year-old son. She's lost him forever. We will continue to show support for this family, because as a department, we want to make sure that we reach out. Our officers who arrive on the scene.
Yo, he totally right, man. Her life will be forever changed now. Her baby gone. That's fucked up, you know. And don't get it twisted. We already know Chicago, they got some of the gruesomest, you know, murders that take place up there for nothing. There'd be some idiots, gang. And I ain't gonna lie to you. It's idiots everywhere, but there, you know, mostly be a lot of idiots, young idiots that's trying to prove something or trying to, you know, earn a stripe in the gang. Like, gang, this not worth it. Dude might have been going through something, you know, telling what the nigga was going through. You know, telling what he was going through, what was on his mind. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker needed some mental help, obviously. Obviously, somewhere down the line, this man needed some mental help, gang. You killed the boy. Like, come on, gang. Come on, gang. Of course, the boy probably trying to help his mom. You know how it is. If you're a mama's boy, you're going to come to your mama rescue. Definitely once you see the man attacking her or doing whatever it is, like, you're going to come to the rescue. That's understandable, but it's not understandable for the adult to stab the 11-year-old to death. You feel me? Then turn around and stab the mom up. You got the 5-year-old there watching, like, what the hell is really going on out here in this world, gang? You feel me? What's really in the water? What's really in the air? Them chemtrails, they hitting everybody or something? You feel me? The shit they spraying out there in the air? You know what I'm saying? Them streamlines y'all be seeing, this, that's fucking people up once they land. Like, come on.
Witness this level of brutality. So we have a clear understanding of what it looks like and what these families and victims are going through. And I've said it before, I'll say it a million times again. We have to continue to support our victims. We have to have a focus on the victims.
Have you ever?
Hey, with that being said, that's the truth, though, man. You know, we need that all over the world. A lot of focus on the victims.
When I think about some of the things that have happened, I ask the question, where's the outrage? There are a lot of things that people have shown outrage for in this city, but an 11-year-old boy lost his life brutally. A woman stabbed brutally in a domestic attack. Where is the outrage for this family? Let's focus on the victims. First thing I'd like to do is thank Area 3 for the hard work and quick action that they took in getting charges approved for this offender. I'd like to thank every member of the Chicago.
Well, shit, I wish they could have taken action quick enough to save the young man's life. You know, that would have been the action that everybody wanted. Take action quick enough to save the young man's life. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not just on them, because both parties' sides play a role. You know, the woman should have been smart enough to keep the man away. Stop being so lenient to let the man come back in your home and, you know, exert this type of energy, this type of non-loving energy, this type of family home breaking up energy, this type of, you know what I'm saying, death-defying energy. And for two, you know, just learn to worry about you and them kids after that, because at the end of the day, it's never about you and the partner no more. Once y'all got kids, it's not about you and the partner, it's about the children. Y'all supposed to be making the same decisions, the same interest decisions, you feel me, based on the kids' life. A lot of people out here, they living life the wrong way, gang, and they deciding, yo, it's about us still. We trying to still spark old love. It's not about y'all, it's about them kids, gang, you know? And right here is a prime example of when two parents or two adults can't seem to come to their goddamn senses. You feel me? When somebody can't be the bigger person, you know, y'all lose a life. A life was lost. Now, 11-year-old boy, life is gone. Mom stabbed up. This shit crazy. You feel me? It's crazy. And that's why I always say, if people don't follow the order in the family, gang, somebody can lose a life, because it's proven, man. Look what happened. Unfortunately, it's sad. But I'm saying y'all got to learn to follow the chain of command, the orders, you know, and the man in the family, he got to be structured to be actually leading the family for something. He got to be structured and teaching them something and teaching them how to get led. And you know what I'm saying? Showing them the way, the right way, the positive way. Nowadays, you got niggas out here, they selling drugs, they hitting robberies, and they got their woman right with them, gang. Not knowing if she gonna snitch on them or what, but she's seeing everything. Not knowing if she gonna hold them down or what, but she's seeing everything. Nor not knowing if she gonna get popped in a transaction or anything, but she's seeing everything. Everything is taking place around them. Sometimes they got the kids in the car with them. It was just the incident when a nigga got chased. You know, it was a high-speed chase, and he flipped the car. He had 3 kids in there, killed both his sons. Both of his sons get killed because he wanted to be a fool. He can think like an adult, like a man should. Stop the car, get pulled over, get arrested. You already got a warrant, my nigga. Go to jail, let them kids live. What you going through ain't got nothing to do with them kids, gang. So what he do? He decided to speed off. He smashed out. You feel me? Get into a high-speed chase, flip the car like a dodo. The police cars ain't flip. Why you flip? Doing too much. You know what I'm talking about? That's in every situation. Like anytime I see a car chase, when the cars flip, why don't the police car flip? That show you the runner is doing too much. You doing too much. My nigga, you flipped your whole vehicle or smacked out or wrapped out, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. But in this situation, he killed his 2 kids, gang. You know, he got to be hurt, and he went to jail. They still arrested him. He hurting in that motherfucker. I think his niece or something like that was in critical condition. Boy, he hurt. It fucked him up. And that's a scar that's going to be with him for life. You know what I'm talking about? That's a scar that's going to be with him for life. That's a scar I ain't willing to take. I'm not going to put myself nor my kids in that situation. I ain't going to put myself nor my family in that situation because, listen, boy, that's some you ain't going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, live up to. You ain't going to be able to. That's a check your ass ain't going to be able to cash. You feel me? You writing that check, your ass can't cash in. This is what this dude just did.
The Chicago Police Department, who were a part of working to quickly apprehend this offender so that he could not offend again. I cannot say enough about how hard our department members our police officers, our detectives are working to bring a level of justice, if we can call it that, to families who have been victims of brutal attacks. And I'd like to say thank you to each and every member of the department who was involved in this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this over to Chief Ursitti, who is going to give you some details about what occurred. From that point, you'll get to hear from State's Attorney Fox and Alderman Vasquez. So, Chief.
Good afternoon, Antoinette Ursitti, Chief, Bureau of Detectives. I want to reiterate what Superintendent Snelling just said. It is important right now that we focus on supporting the survivors of this attack and all those affected by this tragedy. Our deepest condolences are with them. The 37-year-old male offender has been charged with 1 felony count of first-degree murder, 1 felony count of attempted first-degree murder, 3 felony counts of home invasion with a dangerous weapon, 1 felony count of armed robbery with a dangerous weapon, 1 felony count of aggravated domestic battery, 1 felony count of unlawful use of a weapon by a felon, 1 felony count of violation of an order, prior violation of order of protection, and 1 issuance of a warrant for parole violation. Investigations.
Now, I wonder how many of those gonna stick, y'all. How many of those counts gonna stick? Them a lot of felony counts, but how many gonna stick? All of them need to stick. From the look of the case and the way shit went, and you know, a life was taken, a kid life. All of them cases should stick. This nigga should do 999 years to get that nigga Jeffrey Dahmer time. Real life, get that nigga Jeffrey Dahmer time. They should get this nigga more years than that the West Dallas dude who got all that time when he ran through that parade, my nigga. You feel me? They should get that nigga the same amount of years because look, you don't cause traumatic trauma. Like, god damn, you done fucked up the whole family for life. For life. You can't bring that little boy back. Then you 37, you damn near 40, gang. Your mind should have been on. You should have been thinking. You know what I'm talking about? You should have been way smarter than what you is now, you know. And that's another thing. A lot of these OGs, they ain't really, or these older cats, gang, they not really intelligent. They ain't educating themselves on nothing. They not trying to learn nothing different. They stuck in their ways. You feel me? And some of their ways is of the streets. And the streets is undefeated. Nobody ever beaten the streets. Nothing under the sun can beat the streets. The streets been here before we was. You feel me? Before it was streets. So you 37, man, you go right in and you kill the boy, the 11-year-old child. Like, dang, you too old for that. That's what y'all teaching us. That's what they teaching us, gang. That's what these older motherfuckers teaching us how to do. They teaching us how to kill each other. And that's fucked up because the youngins, you can tell they out here shooting each other up. So where did they learn it from? They got it from somewhere. They mimicking somebody. They mimicking somebody, gang. Somebody actions they repeating. You hear me? Somebody actions is being repeated through these motherfuckers, man.
Investigations like this are never easy, especially when they involve children. Immediately upon learning of this incident, Area 3 detectives responded and began collecting evidence and witness statements. During the investigation, detectives learned the 33-year-old female victim was in a prior relationship with this offender more than 15 years ago. This offender has a history of domestic abuse.
So it's a bad relationship, and that's what's crazy because a lot of you ladies get in bad relationships. You men too, we can't put it on the ladies, men too. Y'all choose bad relationships, fucked up relationships with people. You think you just made for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to slanging the pussy and dick around. Y'all think everybody is made for it. No, that ain't it. Some motherfuckers come with some demons with them. Some people got curses on them already, gang. And now you putting your dick in them, you sleeping with them, and this what happened to you. Like,
And as the superintendent mentioned, is a convicted felon who has had.
You got to make sure you know who you dealing with, gang. A motherfucker come back and kill the whole house. You feel me? Make sure you watch who you dealing with. Know who you dealing with, you know?
Had previous order of protection violation convictions. The offender was serving a 16-year sentence for home invasion and aggravated assault when he was paroled and placed on electronic monitoring this past October. While he was on parole, he threatened the female victim via text and also showed up at her home. He was
Now, if they knew he threatened her via text, why in the fuck wasn't he captured then? If y'all already knew he was threatening her, he was already, you know what I'm saying, thinking about, yo, I'm finna fuck her up. Why didn't y'all arrest this man then? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What's the holdup for? Because a lot of times that same holdup could have saved somebody's life, like this little boy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this little boy wouldn't have lost his life. You see, some people don't be playing like that. A lot of people, they take it to the extreme. This nigga went in there and took it to the extreme and killed the 11-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? Probably got mad at the bitch for whatever. Oh, bitch, you don't want to, okay, you don't want to be back with me? Okay. What, I can't get no more of that pussy? So, okay, I'm finna do something that hurt you real life. Because people out here like that, they do something that's so drastic to make sure you hurt like they hurt. They be that petty. It's some petty motherfuckers out here. They be that petty. They'll do something to you to make sure you're hurt like they're hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. That's fucked up because 9 times out of 10, it's the adults. It's the motherfuckers who supposed to be the leaders. It's the motherfuckers who supposed to be the big boss. Motherfuckers who supposed to be with all the money. It be the motherfuckers out here who talking like they not like that. Like, no, I love life. I love you. No, it be them. Them the motherfuckers you got to watch out for, gang. It's only a handful of motherfuckers who really care for their family and their kids. It's only a handful of motherfuckers who really, when they pop that shit, they mean it. I'm one of them motherfuckers. When I pop it, I mean it. I ain't finna get angry, come here and kill my sons. And like, gang, what is you on? I ain't finna come stab my wife up. No, what the fuck you on? Life ain't about that. You may be about that life, but life ain't about that. And that's where people get lost at. They get lost in the sauce. That sauce. That's some fucked up sauce that I don't want. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to be lost in that type of realm. I don't want that type of spirit on me to where, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing shit outside of my character. I'm doing shit that's not in my original frame of mind of doing. Like, some people out here like that, gang. Some people out here like that, you know. Hey, let's keep going, though, man. Let's hear the rest of this story, man.
He was sent back to prison in February for this parole violation. The offender was released on parole on March 12th. The day after he was released, he returned to the victim's home where he attacked her and fatally stabbed her 11-year-old son. Her 5-year-old son was also inside the residence, but was not injured. Video evidence shows the offender running from the scene with the knife used in the incident.
So the nigga get released, you feel me? So 9 times out of 10, to me, what it sounds like is she must have sent his ass back to jail. She sent him back to jail. He get out, you feel me? He on demon time. He get out on demon time. Look, bitch, you done pissed me off. You done got me back locked up. You feel me? When I get out, I'm fucking you up. And y'all know how them niggas be with that type of mind state, with that mindset. Like, gang, they really want to stand on that principle, that point. And them the same niggas that can't stand on the positive point, like getting a job, getting a degree, owning the business. They don't want to stand on that, but they want to stand on hurting a woman. They want to stand on that. They want to make sure they get done. They're not gonna make sure they take care of no kids. And to me, it sounds like also that it might have not been his son, because she just said her son. He stabbed her 11-year-old son. That's even worse, my nigga. That show, like, it's a lot of women out here that's dealing with stepdad playing ass niggas, stepdad role playing ass niggas. You feel me? It's a lot of women and females out there, and no disrespect to you women. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all, but at the end of the day, a lot of y'all dealing with niggas who want to play the stepdad role just because you horny, just because you vulnerable, just because you a little open, just because you in your feelings, you know? Sometimes you can't open that shell. Sometimes you got to keep that shell closed, ladies, because things like this take place. It's another case up here in my city, in the Midwest, gang, in my city particularly, where it's a little boy missing, and he been missing for like a month. They still looking for him. You know what I'm talking about? They haven't found him. And I think it's a mom and her boyfriend. The boyfriend ain't the father of the child. Another example. Why do y'all do this? You feel me? This is why I have to get custody of my kids, because at the end of the day, it was the same situation. You with a whole nother man and a man around my kids. He ain't got to like kids. How do you know if he like kids? What if he don't, you know, what if he hate kids? What if he just vicious like that? What if he one of them violent motherfucker's abusive. He just want to beat kids when he get real high and fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? What if you want to rape the kids? You never know what's going to take place. So you got to a lot of times watch who you dealing with and watch who you surround yourself with. Ladies, because you ladies be too friendly. Y'all ladies be too vulnerable. You too open. You let a nigga have your purse, your car keys, the phone and everything. All you got to do is talk to you long enough. Get you opened a little bit, make you laugh a little bit. That's fucked up. Because every nigga know that, oh, she laugh, is over. I got her. And that's why niggas be easily getting the pussy. Because y'all bitches easy. No disrespect to you women, but man, you bitches gotta be, man, come on, gang. This shit hit different. And then once the nigga get mad or something, he wanna tell some of yours. It's not the materialistic shit, but it's a life. You know what I'm saying? The life of your child, that hit different. You know what I'm saying? Make you wanna.
Which was later recovered, as well as other belongings. Several individuals were able to provide important information that led to the identification of this offender, who was taken into custody hours after the stabbing. I want to acknowledge the Area 3 detectives who spent the past 2 days investigating and securing charges in this case. I also want to thank every officer who responded to the scene and everyone who assisted in this case.
God damn it, everybody thank them too. But at the end of the day, y'all should have been more watchful and got that man off the street, or never let that man back out, or watched where he was getting let out and paroled to. You feel me? And a woman, like I said, she had to be more smarter and paid attention not to let this nigga go back to her house. Bitch, if you already report this nigga for beating on you and doing whatever else, because I'm sure he probably was beating his bitch ass. You know how Chicago niggas is. They want to keep the bitch in check. They gonna beat the bitches up. You feel me? It's a lot of niggas like that, not just Chicago niggas. A lot of niggas like that all over the world, beating bitches up. Like, nigga, real men don't hit women. Simple as that. Real men don't beat them up, gang. You can restrain them from beating you up, fucking you up. And that's only restraining them. That's stopping them from hitting on you, or stopping them from being in your space if you feel like it's going to go into a violent state. But beating them up and trying to keep them in check and making sure you manlizing them, like, gang, that's fuck shit. That's what niggas do in prison. Because it be them same niggas who be beating the bitches up when they go to prison or go to jail. They be scared as hell of a nigga. It be big, you know what I'm saying? Big buff bag well niggas up in that motherfucking niggas be scared of. But when they get out of jail, they'll beat the shit out they bitch. Bitch, what? You ain't got my Eggos? Bitch, what my waffles? My go upside the bitch head. You feel me? Like, what type of shit is that? You niggas is tweaking. Y'all losing your mind. That's what I said. These ain't real men out here no more. These niggas is part bitches, you know? Definitely when you do something like this at this caliber, you got to be a bitch. When you get in jail, they're going to do you bogus. I hope they do you super bogus. You hear me? Super. You understand what I'm saying? You got a phone call. At the end of the day, y'all hope they do the nigga super bogus, gang. Karma got to come back for shit like this. You know, just to everybody around the world that do shit like this and they think that shit cool, gang. Karma come back for you.
This was a coordinated effort that included detectives, 20th District personnel, the Area 3 Area Technology Center, evidence technicians, the Area 3 Homicide Investigative Support Team, and the U.S. Marshals Great Lakes Regional Fugitive Task Force. Together, these men
Yeah, I know when marshals get on you, it's over. The marshals coming. They coming for
and
your
women
ass.
brought swift closure to a brutal crime of violence against a mother and her son. I'd now like to introduce Cook County State's Attorney, Kim Fox.
Good morning.
She was the attorney. She was like there waiting like a motherfucker. Y'all on what? She was sitting there waiting like a motherfucker. That's why I'm like, who's this black lady in the back?
Thank you for joining us here today. I stand here with Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling, Chief of Detectives Antoinette Ursitti, and Alderman Andre Vasquez, united in our sorrow and our resolve following a tragic event that has deeply affected our community. As you have heard, we are here to announce the charges filed in this heartbreaking case involving the murder of an 11-year-old boy and the attempted murder of his mother, a crime that has shocked our city to its core. The charges, if you've already heard, are first-degree murder, attempt first-degree murder, and home invasion. The defendant will appear in first appearance court at 11:30 this morning. The State's Attorney's Office has filed a motion to detain. We believe that he is a threat. It's obviously indicated by the horrific nature of this.
Y'all should have been detained him and not released him on parole release before the 11-year-old died, gang. What the fuck wrong with these people?
Crime as well as his actions post parole. This was not just a vicious and violent attack on an 11-year-old boy and his mother. It was an assault on the very fabric of our community, targeting the most vulnerable among us. An innocent child's life was taken as he tried to protect his mother far
Right.
too soon.
And I said that, you know what I'm saying? I said he probably was trying to protect his mom, and that's fucked up. You feel me? That's fucked up, gang. Men, we need to stop that. We need to stop with our women. You feel me? Stop arguing, stop harassing, stop all that shit, gang. I mean, the arguing, yeah, okay, everybody gonna go through an argument, you hear me? But at the end of the day, you ain't gotta put your hand on a motherfucker. If you got one of them women who like to beat and hit, restrain her ass. Get her ass out your face and get up out of there. You feel me? Disappear. You know, that's all you got to do at the end of the day. You ain't got to really be a hurtful motherfucker. You ain't got to be a heinous motherfucker, gang, to where you want to harm the house and kill a house. Like, that shit ain't cause for it, man. You know, other lives are involved in. This affect everybody. You know, not too many people think like that. Not too many people think like that, gang. So, like, think about that, man.
And a mother was attacked in what should have been the safest place for her, which was her home. As the superintendent has mentioned, this defendant has a history of domestic violence and had only been recently released from serving a sentence from a prior conviction. The victim had an order of protection against him from previous encounters, and this history paints a disturbing pattern of behavior, which emphasizes the importance of the filing of the charges today. I want to express my deepest condolences to the family and the friends of the victim. The unimaginable pain of losing a child, combined with the trauma of this violent act, is destabilizing. We stand with you in your grief, in your quest for justice. I also want to thank, once again, Superintendent Snelling, Chief Rossetti, Alderman Vasquez, the Chicago Police Department, and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office for their collaboration and leadership in getting us to this moment. Their unwavering support and dedication have been crucial. Together, we stand in our commitment to serve and protect our communities. I also want to extend a heartfelt thanks to our dedicated team of prosecutors, investigators, and staff whose tireless efforts have brought us to this point. I want to commend Kim Ward, Jennifer Dillman, and Erica Barnes of our Felony Review Unit for working collaboratively with our partners in law enforcement to bring us to this day. Your commitment to justice in the face of such tragedy is a testament to the strength and the integrity of the good people of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Our office is committed to vigorously prosecuting this case. We understand the significance of these charges and do not take this responsibility lightly. We will ensure that the legal process is thorough, fair, and just, and that this defendant is held accountable. As we move forward, let us all remember the life lost and the lives forever changed by this act of violence. Our commitment to justice is unwavering, and we'll do everything within our power to see that justice is served.
And that's what I said too. You know, they got to make sure that they do something because lives was changed behind this, my nigga. You know, this was different, and there's a lot of other cases out here that goes on like this, you know, all over the world. You know, I said this once before, but at the end of the day, you know, it's time for more justice to be served. It's time for more action to be took. You know, definitely when lives get took like this at this young, it's time for more to be done. There's motherfuckers getting away with this all over, you know, and they smiling about it like it's funny. At the end of the day, karma is it never miss nobody, gang, and God don't make no mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? The big homie don't make no mistakes. When he make a move, ain't no mistake in his move. You better believe that. Ain't no mistake in his move. So this case right here alone proves to me that, you know, we got to start paying more attention to the people we dealing with in life and start paying more attention to who we around and who we allow around our children. And just be more wise about that. Be more wise about the decisions and whole that we make as parents, or, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to the mother of the child, you know, condolences to the mother of the child. Cause like I said before, it ain't cool. And I can't imagine losing a child. And I hope can't nobody imagine that besides the people that have lost one. At the end of the day, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. You know, I gave y'all my time this morning. I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all, everybody that stopped through. Make sure y'all hit that like button, smash that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and stay coming back for more content because I do drop often, you know. I love y'all. I'm out.